Okay, this is yet another video talking about currently my most favorite Super Sentai series that I am enjoying thus far, and that is #1 Sentai Gozyuger. A lot has happened since the last time I started talking about Gozyuger. Um, I had also mentioned a little bit about it in the comparison between that and Power Rangers. Um, a little bit of it about the Black Daisugen and things of that nature. But now things have happened. Uh, a whole lore drop, even more stuff than before has come to light, and I want to share that with you guys because I've been literally just invested in this show along with Kamen Rider Goth, but that's another topic for another time. Um so yeah, let's just start off with this. Okay, so first of all, we have to get right back to the characters once again. The five characters. And we're going to be talking about this in particular, this guy right here in particular that has not been revealed yet. But first, we're going to get to Horu, okay? So, Horu, his backstory is very interesting to me because not only has it been brought to light that, like, I'm not sure if he's really from the world that he is in currently, because he talks about when he was talking to that president that had the Dawn Brothers ring. Um, One day, he ventured out into the woods and came across the No.1 world. His brother followed suit behind him, and along with other random people, they tried to chase to go back. And at some point, he thought he lost his brother. He thought his brother was dead. He came back only to find his family had already moved on. So after that happened, his brother shows up, and the brother being known as let me see. Let's see for other characters. Kuyang. Kuon. Who's basically the ring hunter Garudo for the No.1 monsters. So at first, Horu is excited to see his brother. He's excited. He's happy that his brother is alive, and that was the last part of what he thought he lost. Like, he thought he lost his older brother. Come to find out, he is the sanguine hunter that went and captured the archaeologist that was studying Super Sentai in the previous episode that could summon Daisugen, the Dino Megazord, Mighty Morphin Dino Megazord, for those of you who don't understand what I just said. I'm sorry, but yeah, a lot happened during the time of me talking about this the last time. And, doing a whole character background and things of that nature, right? So they basically have it out. I have a little discussion back and forth where, like, Kuon is basically telling Horu is like, "Oh, you're nothing but a shell of what you used to be. I used to be like you. Uh, uh, you lost. You're lost. You have no wish. You have no desire, no purpose." Basically telling them that, like, he's nothing. And he has him turning on the other Gozugers, basically going wild, but at the same time losing his own identity, his own flame, and the reason even why he's even fighting. Episode goes on. After that, like, he quits the Gozugers, and, like, Kuon is showing signs of mental breakdown, of like something is wrong with him, or something happened to him upstairs, where, like, he threatened the other Gozugers to stay away from Horu because Horu is his, and you know, it was a weird thing. Horu finally steps up and he finally gets his own personal weapon with a caliber 50. And it is by far the most broken thing ever. Like he can basically like open up portals, go into them, kick somebody in them, have them go in an endless loop into another, like a wormhole, a warp hole, and just slash the crap out of them, right? So now each of these rangers, except for this guy right here, the 6th ranger, that has not been revealed yet, they all have their own significant weapons. And it hasn't come to a point where like they can all use the same weapon, have each weapon be combined with. But it's getting to that point. It even got to the point where like it could like I said before, like divide into different forms, like take a sword red, take a sword blue, take a sword yellow, green, black. And there's also other lore about the Taegajun, which is on the No.1 World side, who is demanding for all of the rings and a groom. So there's that. There's also that as well. This series is very, very, very interesting. Is in putting a lot of lore in this. And each character, at this point in time, they've all had their own backstory. Like I said before, well, Horu in his case, with the past and his brother and his own family moving on without him, which is very odd that they don't even bother to look for them. Very odd. Freaking the Goju Blue, who is Rikuo. He was this famous idol at one point, but some rumor was spread about him and he lost some of his fame. So I guess he's trying to get that back in some way. For the green one, which is named, and I have to do this, Kenjiro, because it's a lot of crazy stuff has been going on. He's basically an old man. He's an old man who, you know, I said in the last video that I did where he was like had this whole concept of life and death and everything, because he's an old man. He lived his life, you know, living for his family until his wife passed away, and his wife wanted him to live his life the way he always wanted. He wanted to be a partier. He wanted to be a party animal, and he's trying to learn how to do that because he never stepped out of being the serious one for his family, of the family. So now he's trying to loosen up, you know, but at the same time be an ally to the rest of the team, while at the same time they all have their own significant reasons to why they're wanting the other rings. And for the black one, freaking Sumino, she lost her sister. Someone kidnapped her sister while she was on duty as a cop, and she's been trying to find her ever since, and she only has one lead, that the person that kidnapped her had these silver toned eyes. And we also see in the same episode that like Rikuo, sorry, I was having a blank here, Rikuo kinda used to have the same kind of eyes. So it's very odd. Maybe they're hinting at that at some point Rikuo was taken over by a No.1 monster and made Rikuo do something like that, like do things that would be out of his character, and thus probably created that rumor that he's a bad person or whatnot. But it hasn't been revealed yet. That probably won't be revealed in like maybe episode 30 or episode 40. Who knows, right? But for right now, she is doing her best to find her little sister. And that's the reason why she is having a whole thing with and being involved in all of this. Now that I've said and touched bases with all of them, except for the 6th Ranger, which has not been revealed yet. I wanted to talk more so about Ryuji, because Ryuji just had an intense, in my opinion, intense lore drop where I said in the last video that like he is this follower of the Tegosaur. He looks at the Tegosaur as his god. But I thought it like he probably followed him the moment he realized him as a young man, like early on, but maybe sometime earlier on, and now he wants to find a purpose to like serve him. No, we find out that Ryuji has been a follower of the Tegosaur his entire life, ever since he was a child, and came across a book in his family's library, which, by the way, his family is a bunch of rich surgeons, and the maid was trying to find him in this episode, try to get him back. He doesn't want to go back. And we also find out that during this book, the village of the Tegosaur, it's revealed that like there is lore about the Tegosaurs. Like, should look at the Tegosaur regain his true power and make his advent, the world will be transformed to a paradise of devoid of suffering. So what this is implying is that this Tegosaur that we know of is not even at his full power yet. Right now is like, I think he's like, you know, gather all the rings to get even more stronger, back to the way he was before, which I think makes sense, because during episode 0, when the whole fighting the calamity and him being the savior of the rest of the robos that survived, he basically kept the calamity at bay, but had like scattered all of the rings out into the universe. So heavy lore drop right there. And we also find out about like Ryuji's wish is that he wants to give his life to the Tegosaur. That is his wish. He wishes to give all of him to the Tegosaur, which is crazy because that is a devout follower, and he basically told the maid that he has full faith in the Tegosaur. I mean, hell, we even see this episode. He makes an entire shrine. He has a whole shrine of Tegosaur, and the Tegosaur acknowledged him twice. Acknowledged him while he was fighting in the Tegosaur, and while he was worshiping the Tegosaur on that shrine. Like, it is like, this is amazing to me. All this is amazing to me. Like the backstory between Horu and Kuon, the Goju Wolf and the freaking Ring Hunter. Like, I love all of this, and we're only even scratching the surface because we just got a reveal of the Sixth Ranger, and we have to talk about this. Now we need to talk about this, right? Now we gotta talk about this the best I possibly can, because the Coral scans literally just came out today, as of today, right? So there you see, it's the not so like HD, but here it is, the official Coral scans of the Sixth Ranger Goju Polar. And by the way he looks, he looks like he knows a type of martial art, and his changer is a freaking knuckle. It's an actual fist knuckle. So he has to know type of art. And also we get even more lore about his robo, which is called the Goodburn, which is basically Prince, the official name, Prince Goodburn. And fans, and I looked at it, Reddit, fans been speculating that he might be related to Tegajun and Tegasword, which also could also mean that we might just have our first ever Robo related family, giant Robo family. The Tegasword being the father, the Tegajun being the mother, and Prince Goodburn being the son. Like, that is amazing to me. That is actually amazing to me. because I was wondering how in the world were they going to do this? How are you going to like introduce this stuff? How are you going to do it? How exactly are you going to do it? And there you see, and the other Coral Scroll scan leak. You see like the whole toy idea of it, and of course, yes, I'm going to be getting it. I just got to take a sword. Just as of recently, in the recent weeks, I gotten like a good couple of rings and everything. I just ordered more. And yes, and there you see Garudo. And it's also been teased. It's also been teased that we're going to have a return of Black Daizujin fighting Take a Sword Red, and also Garudo having his own caliber, his own wolf caliber. Again, tying into the whole brother rivalry that we are having as of late. Like, I'm enjoying this series. I literally am. And then you see this. Like, I don't know exactly what's going to come out of this. Maybe it's a special where it's a whole Ranger War, a Red Ranger War. Like, I'm excited. I'm honestly excited. I don't know exactly what's going to come out of it, but I am honestly excited about this. Like, oh yes, and as you can see, I have my own Super Sentai shirt finally. You would think after all this time, right? But yeah, what I'm saying is I am enjoying this series. I'm enjoying #1 Sentai Gozyuger. I cannot wait for the debut of the 6th Ranger. I cannot wait for the next episode. Last episode was crazy, and it was so much questions that had gotten answered about Ryuji and the whole lore of the Take a Sword and why is this happening. And I believe in the next episode we're gonna get more lore about the Takejun and the relationship that the Takejun has with the Take a Sword. Like, what exactly is the relationship going? Like what is going on? Because it seems like the Takejun is searching hard for the Take a Sword. Like, she wants the rings and a groom. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. And this is one of, I hate the fact that this is a weekly, like, I can't get like 2 episodes in one day. Like, it has to be 1 episode per week. I'm too excited. I'm too pumped. I'm entirely too pumped. But that's all I had to say for this video. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you thought about what I said in the previous video and in this video talking about all of this, and what is going to come in the near future. I'm loving it. Like I said before, this is doing something that Power Rangers I wish it would do. And we're gonna be seeing a lot more lore and a lot more things happening in regards to the series. I can already feel it. So yeah. That being said, this has been Master Sakurai. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all again next time. I'm out. Peace.
ユニバース対戦。これはスーパー戦隊最後の巨人の始まりの記憶。